Then browser compatibility, you should test the different browsers. For example, you have developed a website, then you should test whether it is working well on Chrome, plus on Firefox, Safari, Edge. So you have to check all of the different browsers, how they are working uh, back on different browsers, if they are working well or not. So you have to consider all of these things while developing your website. Then the loading speed. There is a lighthouse testing for test the speed and the optimization of website. Then content delivery networks. We use different CDNs. I'll show you later what are they. To control the compatibility of your website. Now you have to check your broken links using different automate tools. What if you use different anchor tags so that if user click there, for example, when you visit a website, after clicking on a certain link, that link will take you on another page. So you have to regular check that whether any link is broken or not, or if any link is broken, then it will leave a bad user experience. Then you should know, for example, whenever the page is not available, then uh, error of 404 is shown to the user. So you should know how I am going to implement that. Then client-side constraints, the JavaScript. JavaScript is used to add the interactivity in website. I know this theory lecture is going to be a bit tough for you, but once we start implementations, the things are going to be get interesting for you. So after completing this, all these constraints and issues and tools, this theoretical lecture, in the next section, I'm going to teach you the very first language that is used for creating website, that is the HTML. We have learned few tags in the last lecture, and we will continue with that. So in client-side constraints, JavaScript, after learning HTML and CSS, that is used for designing and structuring a website. If we want to make it interactive, like if we click at some point and something happens, then for that, JavaScript is used. And fallbacks is also a user library that is also used for older versions, but JavaScript is mostly used. Then hardware, you should test the different compatibilities across different hardware devices. Like if it is working well with laptops, tablets, smartphones, then again you optimize your website for performance. Then you should monitor the resolution of your screens. Like we use media queries to set the layout of our device. So we learned what our media query is, the property of CSS, that we will learn later. After that, we have the software compatibilities, design issues, what size and the memories we should consider. If our website works well all across all the operating system, like what if it is working on Windows but not on Mac and Linux? So we have to check all of these things. If they are working well or all across the browsers, all across the operating systems or not. Then the software dependencies, the fonts, the frameworks. What if your font or frameworks that you embed in your code is working well on Windows, but is not working well across all the different browsers or operating systems? So we consider that. Then in optimization, we check the resource management, like the images, the script we are going to write, the videos we will embed it. So we will check all of these things there. Then the internet connection, how your website is going to behave when the internet connection is poor, and how different technologies will going to, how your website, is there any service that your website is going to provide for the worker if they are offline. So such kind of things can help to enhance the user experience. And then the plugins, for example, if you want to embed a video or audio element in your website, then you have to ensure that they can be used across the modern browsers without to embed a video player or audio player in your websites. There are different plugins that are available that we are going to see. once we start practically doing all the things. Then for testing the browser, like browser stack or cross-browser testing, you can use these tools to test your website on various browsers and devices to check if it is compatible across all the browsers or not. And if an issue occurs, you can test that. Then there are different performance tools like Lighthouse testing, GT metrics, web page test to analyze and to improve the performance of your website. Then the accessibility testing, we check if it is accessible to all of the user or not. If it is, there is a standard guideline from WCAG that it is following or not. And for that testing, Wave or X are the tools that are used for check the performance of our website. Then the different tools that are used for development. The first one is the Visual Studio Code. It is a very popular open source code editor that we different developers use that is integrated and provides support for different programming languages and their frameworks. Then Sublime Text is another code editor that is used. Then for version controlling means if you want to change the version or update a new version, then Git is used. GitHub is a repository that is responsible for your version controlling, provide different features like the code review. It provides different project management tools. So we will see one by one. Then React or Angular are two famous frameworks of front-end websites. After you completed HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you have to learn a framework to work with. Like React or Angular, you can choose any of your choice. And for creating a backend, there is Node.js if you learn JavaScript and Django if you want to work in Python. So, most popular development in web development is the Marin stack development that is mostly used if someone wants to be a web developer. The roadmap is simple that you are going to learn first HTML. After that, you will learn CSS, the libraries of CSS, then HTML. These are the basics. After doing that, you have to take a framework, whether Angular or React. React is mostly used, then mostly people go with React. So after learning all of these four technologies, you become a front-end web developer. And if you want to learn backend, so you learn the databases, how to integrate or merge a database with a website, then you become a backend developer. And if you learn both, then you become a full stack web developer. So that was the basic introduction, different design issues, that tools that we are going to use. So let's switch now with the coding part. So here we will see different tags that you can use. Okay. So the first tag that we see. So first let me introduce you some basic tags. So it is not like CSS. It is very easy to learn. This is called the head tag, this one. In this head tag, we will write the title of our website. Like if I name, let's give this website a name, test website, because we are using it for learning. Then we will give the name test here. And in this title tag, we will write the title of our website. And if we want to add some external libraries, then we can add them after this. For example, if we want to attach a CSS file, a JavaScript file, a new font family, then we will add them. So let me show you. Let's add a new font family here. Okay, just leave it for now. So that was our head tag. Any new external library, any new external link that is related to the font family, the CSS link, the bootstrap link, everything will be pasted here after this title tag. Then this is the main tag. Just like the main tag, we have a body tag. In this body tag, we will write our main content. And after that, this is the closing HTML tag that we should write. First, you have to write this HTML tag, this head tag, then this body tag, and then this closing tag. The benefit of using this code editor is that we don't have to manually write everything. For example, if I erase everything from here and I can shift, I'm going to click shift +1. This will happen and then press enter. Everything will be written itself. It will give you a predefined written body. So that was much easier than writing it manually. Now, the very first tag which we are going to see are the head tag, heading tag. For example, we have 6 types of heading tags. If for H1, if we want a very large heading, then we use H1 tag. Okay. And it is mostly written in the starting of the hero page, hero section, or for highlighting the most important content, we use this H1. After that, we have H2 tag. So it is much lighter than the H1. Then we have H3 tag. If we want the content that is little bit bold, then we use this tag. Then we have H4, which will much smaller than H3. After that, we have H5. I'll show you the difference between each and every one after completing. And then at the last, we have H6. Clear? So let's go to live. Control S for saving. If you made a little change, don't forget to press Control plus S to save with the current state of your page. Now we are going live again. So as you can see here, the H1, the content written with this H1 tag is much bolder. Then if we go to this H2, it is a bit lighter than H1. Then H3 have the content that is much lighter. H4 has much lighter and H6 is very smaller, is smaller than the above one. So these are the 6 main tags that we use for headings. If we want to give a heading, then we can use one of this heading tag according to our need. If we want a greater heading that will cover the all page, then we will use H1. According to our need, we use this 6 types of tags for different headings. The purpose of this tag is for heading. As the name suggests, these tags are used to for heading in our HTML. So that was the first tag we learned here. So that was all about the H1 tag, heading tags. So these are all the 6 heading tags that are mainly used to give the headings. Clear? Then after the heading tag, we have another kind of tag that is called the paragraph tag. That is used for paragraph. We have seen UL tag for unordered list, and for order list, let's make a order list here. If we want to present everything in order, then we use OL tag, the order list tag that will use for presenting the list of items in the order. For example, the name of subjects, let's say in this UL order list, we will present some name of subjects. So in order list, we use the same li item for listing the items. So here can be maths, here can be computer, and here can be English. So let's check it out now. We're going live again. We can see that now we have created our order list. So a number is associated with each number. After 1, 2, 3, so we have created this order list. So if we want to create any order list, then we can use this order list tag. So we have multiple, uh, we can say tags, the common tags that we are going to learn here. We have learned this HTML tag, then we have seen the list tag, the order list tag, then paragraph tag. We use a tag called image tag. The image tag is used to embed image in HTML code. For that purpose, it is very important that your folder must contain that image. So you should copy and paste that image uh, in your working folder. For example, you can see I have this image here. It is not loaded. And we are going to embed this image here. How I can do? So first you have to type this image tag, click here and close this. Now we have this image tag. In this image, you have to give the source of the image, where that image is going to come from. Then press SRC, and here you have to give the address of the image. That is here. So I'm going to write the name here, A. So you can see that as I pressed A, the name of the image is written here. So I will click here. That's all. And what if your image is not loaded, then you can give this alt text. No image. You can write anything here. Clear? See, the image appears here, as you can see that. This is how you can embed image in your website. Look, it was so easy to embed that image in your web content. So in this way, you can create a website by using different heading tags, different image tag. We have seen a paragraph tag. Then we have seen a list tag. So that was the all the basic tags that we seen here. Now, in the next lecture, what we are going to do is to create this website, this content that we show you. This we are going to create this mini blog website with all the content we have made. So one last tag which I want to discuss with you is the anchor tag. The tag you have seen whenever we click on a specific tag, when we visit different website, it takes us to another page. So how that happens? You have to write A. So that's all. And this here, you have to give the address of that href. For example, we want to visit google.com. So we have to give the address of that. So www.google.com. So that is the address. After that, uh, here you can write the name. Click me. Whenever we hit this click me, it will take me to the Google. So let's see here. If I click this, uh, it's not happening. So let's copy the address of Google. Let's copy some address here. So you can also copy the address of website like this. So this is the Udemy website and I'm going to copy the link here. So I will copy the address of this website from here. And then what I'm going to do is to, instead of this, I will paste that address like this. So now let's reload our page. Let me go this way. So why it's not shown here? So where that image from the candidate from here as inspect. So our code is not showing, so we have to load that again. Okay, let's start a new live server. There we are. So now if I click this, it will take me to this website. So this is the power of anchor tag. We copy the address of something in our code like this, and it will take us to that link. We can write any link here, and by copying and pasting the link, and we can write any name here. Like if I write Udemy here, and control plus S, and after reloading, let's turn this off. These two. Decompose the server. And if I click here, look, it is taking us to this Udemy website. So that was all about today's lecture.